What's up? Anybody out there? We'll give it a second and see. So anyhow, we're going to start the Salient scenario 5.2 for Brazen Chariots. It's pretty similar to the first one. The objectives, yeah, I know it's going to be upside down on the camera. You'll be all right. So the objectives are minor victory, Axis take these 2 forts. For a major victory, they take these 2 plus these 2 that are turned sideways. Didn't have any luck the first time. Maybe we'll have some luck this time. Locked forces again. So unless the Brits voluntarily unlock somebody, then the Ariete, the Trento, and the Brescia will remain locked and not be used. So we'll see how that goes. Monday Night Football on the TV to the right here. Colts and the Ravens, of course. Got to watch some football since my team stinks. It's all right. Hockey starts here in a couple days. All right. So the only divisions that are available to play are the 5th LE and the 15th Panzer. And it's looking like, well, 5th LE's in pretty good shape. Matter of fact, they look like they're in full shape. They got a bunch of limited support. So, and 15th Panzer has a bunch of limited support. They've got 3 artillery at their disposal. 5th LE has 1 intrinsic and 1 assigned. Air. Yeah, we got to do that. Well, let's do that right off the bat. Get that over with. All right. Let's do the air. Air points available. Roll 1 for each of them. Germans 4, they get 2. All right, the Germans get 2. And the Brits get, they rolled a 2, they get 1. All right, so 2 air points for the Germans, 1 for the Brits. All right. I don't think there's no reinforcements in this game. Replacements are fine. We do that. You don't do it on the first turn. You never do replacements on the first turn. So let's get after it. So who do we want to punch in the face first? Well, the best gap looks like through the 26th Australian Pioneer Unit. And I'm thinking they're going to have to be breached. So let's start with 5th LE. See if we can't create a hole. All right. They don't have to roll for activation on the first activation. But, get this out of the way here. But they do have to roll. Fatigue is 0. This thing is considered a track. The stream is crossed with the Ariete division. So that's going to be, they're fine for their limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're optimal. So that's +1 and -1 for crossing. And they rolled an 11, so they're going to get a full activation. Well, there was somebody there, and now there's not. Let's see. Get this up here so I can see what's going on. All right. Keep an eye on the football game. Damn it, Jeff. There we go. All right. So let's do the 5th LE. They get 2 activations. Or excuse me, they get a full activation. So let's go with, we need to breach that wire. So let's do this. Let's see if we can't. Pioneers, those Pioneer units right there are full. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's clear weather. But I think viewing in this is 2. So let's breach with. They have to be on their combat side. I'll turn the air on here. It's warm. This game room gets hot. So if you're bored not watching football, come over and watch this. All right, so let's go with 1, 2, 3. Let's breach. He is finished. So 1, 2, 3. He's finished. And that'll be breached. And I just disrupted the Ariete. He's only got 1 strength point sitting there anyhow. All right, so that's breached. Actually, we should probably put that on here like this. All right. So that's breached. No. Let's not do that. Well, it doesn't matter. I either got a breach there or I got a breach. Yeah, I don't have any choice. I need a breach here. And they're still going to be behind those works. So all right, he's finished, and that's breached. Even, whoever that is. And let's drop some arty on this guy. All right, so let's do some barrage in here. Yeah, I've got multiple charts laying out, but I'm going to use whatever I got. And I can't use that one. Got to use the newer one. Sorry. Got to use the newer one because it has different options. All right, let's drop my objectives. So my objectives need to be here first. We're going to smoke this guy. That's what we want to do. Say hey if you're on there. Let me know. All right, let's do a barrage with some Artas. And we've got, so they've got 1. So I don't know about these things being in support. I mean, they're standoff, but these guys aren't on the defensive. And I'm not really sure what the support's going to play for those right there other than in a defensive posture. So anyhow, let's do this. Let's do, and they're 88s, and they're listed as standoff or limited standoff, whatever. I need to have another marker there for the standoff support. But I don't, so I'll have to remember that as I'm using them. Plus, I got 88s up here, too. So, all right, so let's go with, let's drop some arty on that guy. And we've got 1, they've got 1 over here. And we've also got air, which can be used. I think you use up to 3. So let's burn the 2 air, all right, for the Germans. And they're in a prepared defense. We know that. So it's going to be 4 to 6. We'll roll. How many? There's only 1 unit in there. So we got two aircraft coming in. So, all right, nobody hit. Wasted of that air. All right. So let's move in with, they can cross the wire if they need to. That is a attack capable defender there. So let's go. Let's get this guy 1. He'll be support. 1, 2, 3. All right. They've got support, so I need to unlock them. Where are they at? All right. They are unlocked. And they've got limited support. So the 20th Australian is unlocked because they have been attacked. I don't know you guys can see them, but they're right. That's the headquarters right there. So let's move in with, instead of him, let's move in with this guy here. All right, 1, 2, 3. And he's going to engage their support. So that's 3, 4, 5. So he's got 5. It's 7 to 5. So they're going to get a +2 on the engagement table. Double objective zones, that's +3. They don't have multiple supports, but they are in defensive position. So it's going to be +2 against the support target. 7, 8, 9. A 9 is the target drops support. All right. So this guy here is temporarily out of support. Don't need that one. I need this one here. All right. So this unit is temporarily out of support. And do we want to go with, I don't think we want to go with the armor attacking. Although, yeah, he probably should. That could be a shock. So that could be 5 into 3. That's going to be +2. Let's see, +2. It's a, they've got, no, they don't have support anymore. So it's +2. He's not a dual unit. MSR is not blocked. It's a double objective zone. So it's +3. It's +3. Suppression mission for a shock attack. We're going to use one of the we'll use this artillery piece right here. All right, so that's +4. No assist because he's finished. All right, so +4. It's a shock attack preceded by attack by fire. Right, so that's +5. And is the shock AV unit a hard red? It is. So that's a +6. He's in prepared defense. That's +5. And we are crossing hexside terrain, so that's down to +4. All right, so we're down to +4 on that attack. Big roll, big roll, big roll. 6. That makes it a 10. Oh, Jesus, not enough. This is what happened to me in the first one. So it's an A10. It's an A1 situational. Since he's in a prepared defense, he's going to suffer a loss. Where's it at? Actually, I think they're both going to end up suffering a loss. God, I hate that. Anytime I attack, it's like the Germans just roll like crap. Or they just never roll. Even with a +4 die roll, I still can't get enough. All right, D situational. He's in a prepared defense, so he's going to lose a step. And he is a 6, so that's going to become a 5. He doesn't retreat. And I'm not using traffic on this because there weren't any traffic markers with this, so it didn't exist. All right, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? All right. So he's reduced. He's still got his support dropped. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So he can go 1, 2, 3. And he can attack. So he's going to attack. Damn, that's not going to be good, I don't think. All right, so it's going to be a regular attack, and we still got one more artillery we can use. So it's +1. So we're going to do a +1. Appropriate support, no. And they don't have it. Double objective, so it's +2. Suppression mission regular, so we're going to use the one artillery piece that's left. So that's going to be +4. Now what did I say? +2, +1, +2, +4. He can't get an assist from anybody. And prepared defense, so it's going to be in a +2. Prepared defense and hexside. 7, 8, 9. Same stinking thing. So the 5th LE machine, God darn it. Let's do this. 5th LE machine gun loses a step. He becomes a 4. No, he becomes a 5. He becomes a 5. If somebody else is on tonight, I apologize if I'm cutting into their stream. But, hey, sorry. I had some time tonight and I wanted to play. All right, so, and he suffers a D1 situational, so he's going to take a loss again. So the Pioneer unit is being reduced to a 4, or excuse me, the Engineers. And they're Pioneers, yeah. I didn't know the Brits called their units pioneers. All right. His support is still dropped. And this player is still in phase, so checking my text real quick. Keep my eye on somebody. Send a quick message back. All right. All right, so that's going to take care of that. Do I want to do a second activation? Yeah, I need to, because I need to clear that. I don't have any more artillery or air left, but I need to get a second activation. We got it. He needed a 3, so he got a 4. He's good. Now let's go for the, oh God, 5, 6. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to do something here. Got to do something here. He was good. All right, so 5. He gets a 6. He's on a track. That's down 1, and he's freaking mixed. So that ends up, he's going to get a partial. God darn it. So we're going to lose that bonus. He's going to get a partial objective. We're going to keep the objective the same. Move this thing over here. All right. And he's still out of support until this formations phase ends. All right. All right. So this guy has breached the wire now, but we need to drive these clowns out of here. So let's fire. All right. We're going to fire into behind terrain, which doesn't matter, into prepared. So we're going to fire once with the AV. So he's got to roll a 5 or a 6. Oh, Jeff, 1 dice, knucklehead. 5 or 6, nothing. He misses, but he's going to attack. So he's going to attack with, he's going to do a shock. So that's going to be 5 into 3 again, I think. Yep, 5 into 3. Modifiers. Nope. No artillery. Shock attack preceded by fire. That's +1, so that makes it a +3. He is a hard red unit, so that's +4. This guy's in a prepared defense, so that's +3. And he's behind terrain, so that's +2 on the die roll. All right. Ah, there we go. 10, 11, 12. This time we did it. So he gets a D1. All right, he loses a step. Might as well get that off there because he's going to lose that in a second. And he gets a retreat. So he has to retreat to his headquarters. Has to be at least 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he'll move into his headquarters. Because if not, he ends up going off the board. And he goes to his move side. Because he ran away. All right. And he's still temporarily out of support. So, all right. So it takes care of that. He can advance, which he will. Yeah, it's across the wire. It's not breach, but the tactical MAs can do that. And then they have to stop. I could have, now that was a shock. I couldn't use an assist on a shock. Yeah. All right. So that's the objective area was right there. So I can't attack anybody else because you only have a 2 hex range. So let's get these guys across. All right. So they breached 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 to here. Because we're going to be going in there in a second. We're going to be going in there. All right, that objective is going to be gone. All right, there's the breach over here. So let's put that marker back here. All right, are we still in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're still in range. As a matter of fact, I have 5th LA units down here. Let's put them into use. I don't want to get after that. So, and he's damaged. But I want to bring them back up here. So let's flip him. All right. I should have moved them the last time, and I didn't. My bad. So that is a wheeled vehicle. And a wheeled vehicle can... Oh, let's see. On a track, no, they're going to be 1. All right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. Nope. 9, 8, 7, 6. They can only move half. Yeah, so this thing here, 1, 2, he's got to back up. 1. So we'll just move him across. We'll move him to there. I forgot. They're going to move half movement on a partial. My apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. All right, now we'll take care of the 5th LE's turn. They did attack, so let's roll the dice. And yes, they did. They flipped to a fatigue of 1. All right. So depending on what actions you take, usually if you just take movement on the first activation, you don't get any fatigue. But if you do an attack or certain other things, you roll a dice and like on a 1 or a 2 or something like that, you're going to add a fatigue point. And if not, you're going to, on a second activation, even if you don't do anything, you got to roll for fatigue. And fatigue affects all your snafu rolls and everything. So, all right, so 5th LE is done. The 20th has been activated by combat. So unless the Brits did not activate anybody this turn. So the 20th is going to be it. Gee, they were my target of affection in the last one I played. So these guys, Trento, Brescia. Where's my 15th? I didn't even get their marker out here, did I? Well, I'll be dogged. Dogged. I need the 15th Panzer activation marker, which is way over yonder here. Where are you at, baby? There you are. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. All right, 15th Panzer activation marker. All right, so the 20th is they're gonna activate now. All right, that can go away. That goes back in there. They get their support back. Let's activate this unit. Now, this is interesting because this unit here is, oh, come on. They're going to get activated. That's 18th Australian. So one way or another, they're going to get hit in the face and they're going to get activated. And their units are behind the front line. So 15th Panzer is probably going to upset a lot of people here in a minute. They're going to get a lot of people activated unless I swing them around. And I also need to mark these guys as, you know what? I need to move. Let's move that train 1. He would have moved on the first turn. So I would have moved him on the first activation. He would have flipped. And on the second activation, he would have flipped back over. Shit, that's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Yeah, that makes no sense. So their streams were crossed, but coordination's not. Now, the 15th is also not okay because all the units are down here. All right, and they were below the units, so they were okay. Got to remember that these supply things, they have nothing to do with mixed formations. All right, so don't let that get in your way when you're playing. It's the combat units. When they're mixed, that's when they get a coordination marker. And for supply, for your MSR, it's if another unit's headquarters or supply is between, then you get a crossing the stream. All right, so 5th LE's done. 20th Australia is now doing their thing. So they've got units they can bring to bear. Let's roll for them. They're 0 fatigue. Their MSR is fine. They're not cut. Let's see. So they're going to be a +1. All right. They're in prepared defense, so that's going to be a -1. Make sure of that. Let's see. No, my apologies. Prepared defense has nothing to do with that. I could have sworn it did. Oh, no, they can only get a partial because they're in prepared defense. That's right. So let's roll. Oh, yeah, easily get a partial. And do they want to hit somebody in the face? And they probably do. They probably want to hit that 5th LE. So they get a partial, though. They're not going to be able to, well, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. we're going to attack probably here with them. All right, so let's go with, man, this sucks trying to figure out which unit I want to use. So we can go, he could go 1 and then 2, and he could go 1 and 2, and this guy here can go. All right, let's get a support unit in there first. Let's get the Pioneers. Let's flip him. All right, and let's move him over. 1, 2. All right, get him in the way. All right, and then let's move this guy down. 1, 2. He's going to do the attack, so he's going to go. They don't have to clear support, but he's going to go. All right, so we're going to go 5 into 4, so that's going to be +1. All right, +1. No MSR or dual stuff. They do get, the Germans do get support, so that's going to be even. Allies have to have, or the attackers have to have red support. Defenders can have limited or red. Okay, so it's going to be even. No double objective. He's going to get an assist, so it's going to be +1 again. They're going to get artillery from right here. So we'll use that artillery. So that'll give it a plus. It's a regular attack, so it's going to get +2, +3. Nothing else. And he's not anything special. So, so +3. And the Brits roll 5, +3, 6, 7, 8. They get punished. My God. All right, he gets an A6. All right, gets reduced to a 5. It gets reduced to a 5, and it is situational. He's got to go back. He's not in a prepared defense. He's not behind any terrain from that attacker. So he's going to get picked up, go to his move side. He's got to go all the way back here. So he's literally got to go from back here to his headquarters right here. He's got to be adjacent to him or with him. And it's a regular attack, so they have to advance. So he is going to advance into there. All right. And then I need to finish moving. So we're going to go 1, 2 with him. And he's going to go 1, 2 and pick up his spot up here. Pretty good, huh? Did a little shift in there and covered the holes in the wire. All right. Now, do we want to? All right, so that artillery is gone. I say we barrage with the one air point we got. Let's barrage this armor sitting here. So that is going to be, oh, he's a hard unit. He have to roll a 6. No, let's bomb. Let's hit that Pioneer unit over there. So he's not terrain. He's not prepared defense, any of that. So it's going to be, Artie, it's going to be a 3 to 6 on him. Got 1 air point, I should say. And he rolls a 3, and he takes a loss. So he's reduced to a 3. All right. He's reduced to a 3. Now, do we want to do a second activation? First, let's see if he suffered any fatigue. He did not. So let's try the second activation on him. All right. He has to roll. He rolls a 6, so he gets his activation. That's good. Now let's see how much he gets. Prepared defense, he can only get a partial. Yep, he'll get a partial. So I think what I want to do is I need to recover. So we're going to go 1. We're going to pull him out. No, I don't want to do that. Let's pull this guy out. Let's pull him out. No, I don't want to do that either. Crap. I don't want to do that. So let's go. Let's pull this guy down. I need to set an objective first. I don't want to get after that armor, that's for sure. I don't have any artillery left. He's going to have support, so I damn sure don't want to do that. But I think what I do is I want to get in his way. So let's take Man, I can't leave those roads wide open. Although they got to breach them first. So, all right, no, we're not gonna attack any. Oh shoot, we need to attack that guy. Need to do as much damage to these units as we can. So let's do this. Let's move him over. Our objective is going to be right there on the Pioneer unit. So let's move let's move the British engineers or British pioneers over. He'll stay put. We're going to shift him. No, he's good right where he is. Okay. So let's go over here and let's attack with this guy. 5 to 4. All right, so it's going to be +1. No duel, no MSR. He's going to get support, so it's going to be even. I don't have any artillery to use. All right, we do have an assist, so that's going to be +1 again. And that's it. So it's just going to be a +1. And we roll a 7. That's an 8. God darn. They took another freaking step loss. So he gets reduced down to 4. It's a straight A1. All right. And on the defender, we have D situational. He's got to go. He doesn't lose anything. So he's got to go back to his move side. And he goes back here to where his headquarters is. Let me make sure. Yeah, that was leg. So he goes back to his move side. And this guy, since it's a regular attack, he has to advance in there. I think it's only on shocks that you don't have to. So, but now I've left that wide open. So I think I am going to have to move him down. So I'm going to have to go 1, 2. And then we're going to have to go 1. No, we'll go right there. All right, move him over. All right, and that's going to take care for the 20th. Let's roll to see what happens to them. 1, they suffered fatigue. So they're going to go to a fatigue of 1. And they are finished. Put their marker on them. Where did I do with it? Right here. All right. So that takes care of the 20th Australian. And I don't know. They chased those 2 5th LE units out, so I guess that's good. Now, if I do this right, 5th Panzer can roll right in there. And he's got 3 artillery points with him. He could roll right up in there and do some damage. All right, so we're going to go 15th Panzer. Or does he want to bust through? See, if I can go through there without touching the 26th Australian and go through here and hit the 18th, if the British decide to unlock to respond with them, that'll leave this road open for the Brescia. So, I don't know. That'll be a tough one to think about for the Allies. All right, so let's go with 15th Panzer. They're going to activate. I bet you this is a good unit. Oh, yeah. Them and the 5th LE are good units. All right, let's see what they get. Uh-oh, that ain't good. They're going to end up with a partial, I believe. So they are streams crossed because of the head where the supply is. And that's a track. Yeah, they're going to get a partial. So they're only going to get 1 objective, and that objective probably needs to be, and they can only move half the distance. Crap. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can regular attack, but he can't shock. And that's if I flip him over to his 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think we're going to end up hitting the 26th Australian right in the face. I don't think we're having any choice. Let me think about this one. Let's see. 1, 2. God darn it. Let me think about this one. I would rather swing around because this guy is in terrain. He can breach and be stopped. But the infantry is going to have to breach it. Tough one. Tough one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is going to work out. All right. So let's do this. Let's go ahead. We're going to get after the 26. So we're going to move this guy here. Let me see how much strength he's got. He might be tore up. He's got 4. All right. So we're going to go. Why is it all my counters are smaller than the darn unit counters? So he's going to go 1. All right. He's finished. He'll breach. All right. So he'll breach that. So he's finished. And then we can take, what's his strength? He's a 1. I'm not taking him in there. All right, so 1, 2. He's a 3. He's a 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, because that's breached. And he's on a road. 1. No, wait on. Before we move him, let's do this. Let's go 1 right there to get him there for an assist. He's not finished. Oh, this is going to kill me. And then we'll move him in here, and he'll do the attack. All right. So he's going to go 4. He'll attack 4 on 5. So we're starting -1. He's got support. He's now unlocked. That's just freaking wonderful. So he's now unlocked. Let me get this stuff out in the clear here. Yeah, I know I could probably print off some cards and use it, but I'm not going to do that. This might be actual bad luck here since I used up all the German air. I could, before I attack. Yeah, let's do a barrage first. Let's do 2 barrages on that guy in terrain. So it's going to be Artie. We're going to fire 2 of the points there on barrage. So he's going to roll 2 dice. He needs a 4 to 6 to hit him. And he does hit him once. So he's reduced to a 5. Yeah, you got to think this through with this. I'm learning to think through this stuff, all right? Each time that I play, and this is only the 3rd game I played, so, 4th scenario that I played. All right, now we'll do the attack, and we still got 1 artillery point left. So we're going to do 4 into 5, AR 4, action rating of 4, action rating of 5. So it's going to start -1. He's in support, so that's now -2 for the defender. It's not a double OBJ. Suppression, yes, we're going to use 1 artillery point. So now it's back up to even. He's going to get an assist from the unit that didn't breach. So that's +1. Nope. So +1. He's in a prepared defense. That's even. And he's in terrain. So it's going to be -1. My God, they got to roll high. This is not going to be good. All right. Oh, that's not good. So that's a 6. That takes it back down to a 5. And all they did was suffer a casualty. That was a bad attack, guys. Seriously bad attack. That's a great defensive position right there. All right, so they're done. So when you do a regular attack, the attacker and the assist unit, they are finished once they do that. So they don't. So if they don't get to actually use 2 fire events in that particular case. I don't want to bring him up. Damn, that guy's got an 8 movement. Oh wow, he doesn't lose anything either. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Flip this guy over. Is he still attack capable? He is. He is. So we'll go. Okay, before we move him, think that out too before you do it, guys. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll go in here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll go here. And then he'll make that move over here, and he's going to attack. No, he's not. No, he's not, because I used all my artillery. God darn it. Used it all up, boys. Got plenty of support, though. Used it all up. All right. So that takes care of that, but now that frees up the 26th Australian. All right, does the 15th Panzer want to do a second? First, let's roll for fatigue. 3, and they did do an attack, so that's fatigue. He's down. He's now fatigue of 1. All right. Does he want to do a second activation? They kind of have to. But I don't have any more artillery left. Don't have any more Arta left. Man. This is a tough one. This is a tough decision right here. What's up, Tony? Yeah, I am, Tony. Hey, am I cutting into anybody else's stream tonight that you know? Because I didn't even think to look. I was going to do this mostly for recording, so. Am I cutting into Ardwolf or somebody? Because I'm sure if it's Ardwolf, I'm not really going to be cutting into him, but. And I'm watching football anyhow, so. Do I want to move that armor unit? I don't really want to. I'm hoping to get replacements to get him another point back. But do I want to attack? Oh, that guy could have been finished, and he could breach. Yeah, so we'll put a breach marker on there. I should have thought about that to start with. Oh, no, he was an assist. That's right. I couldn't use him. He was in an assist. Artie's counterclipping. All right. I couldn't remember what night he does that. And this being a government holiday, I completely lost track of what day it was. So, all right. Well, my apologies to Artie, but I'm sure I'm not cutting him off. I think I'm going to. I need to get that artillery back, so I think I'm going to pass. I think that's going to be it for 15th Panzer. They're not going to do a second activation. I already rolled for fatigue. So let's cover them up. They're done. All right. Let's make sure nobody's. Well, you checked that at the beginning of the phase. All right. So let's activate 26th Australia. And I can't give them away. So they need to roll. Everything is fine. They don't get a plus for fatigue or being fresh. They're optimal. But the Brits they get a benefit, I think, for. I'll tell you in a second here. I think that they are okay for McBuddies. All right, British Support Group, British 4th Armored, British Support Group, British 7th Armored, British Support Group, and British 22. But I think the rules in here say, for this scenario, that there is no, they don't have to worry about their streams. Let's see, tell you a second. There's a bunch of scenarios in this game right here, I'm going to tell you right now. Battle Axe, Brevity, Crusader, all of them. Who are the buddies? The buddies. The Germans don't have any. Commonwealth. Actually, there are no buddies. But I swear to God, I remember this saying that they did not. Man, I want to know. I read the rules that said that they don't cross each other. And I saw it near the beginning. Buddies. All right. Commonwealth, the British Support Group, and British 4th Armored. All right. But for this scenario, here we go. the crossing the streams DRM does not apply in this game ever. Okay. So I cheated the axis. Yeah, so remember that if you're playing this, that stream crossing is not, and I'm sure that's because of the limited road network and whatnot. So there is no crossing the stream in this game. So I don't have to worry about that because all your British depots or supply trains are all sitting right here in this one hex in Tobruk. All right, so let's get him going. He's going to be optimal. He's on a major road back to it, so he's going to get optimal is +1. His fatigue is 0, so he's going to get it looks like a +1. All right, 7. That's going to be 8, and he's good. He's going to get a full double OBJ. So who does he want to punch in the face? Well, they're in terrain. That might not be a good idea. So I think what we need to do is let's do a little barrage right here. All right. He's got 1 artillery point. So let's barrage. Oh, no, he doesn't get a double because he's in prepared defense. He only gets 1. So I don't think we're going to attack, but just in case I change my mind, we'll put that right there. All right. So we only get 1 OBJ marker. So let's do a barrage. He is in terrain. So it's going to be a 4 to 6 on that guy. And we rolled a 2, so the 1 point gets burned. He didn't hit nothing. Let's do a little movement here. So we need to secure, and they only get a partial, so they can only move half. So, and grunts can move on the tracks at half. Man, I don't want to give that spot up right there. Well, the Germans, as long as I don't voluntarily enact somebody, the Brescia, or activate somebody that's locked, the Brescia stays locked. So that's a good thing. So let's go with, he's not going anywhere. So let's go with 1, 2. Let's get him there. All right. Oh, hell, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I do. And let's move him over. Shit, he can only move 1. That's all he's going to be able to do. This guy here, yeah, I don't need to do that. Let's go back to put them back to where they were. Start over, Jeff. So that was going to be 1, 2. We'll just move him up 1, 2 and get him into there. All right, so that is the first. They didn't do any combat. Barrage doesn't count. I don't think we need to activate them again. So no. All right, so we're going to kill them right where they are. They didn't do any combat, so there's no fatigue roll. Not going to do a second activation because that incites a fatigue roll if you do that. And the 26th Australian is done. And, hold on. And that takes care of that. So that is all units that can activate. So if you haven't watched all this, it's pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'll do the start of the next turn phase so y'all can see the simple little steps that are done for that. This is only a 5-turner. So we're going to go with the start of the second turn so y'all can see that. And that'll be just about almost close to an hour that I've been on here. So we'll have gotten 1 turn done. All right, so let's do, so at the start of the turn, you're going to do your air points. Let me get that OBJ marker out of the way. All right. And this game's simple because there's really no weather affecting anything. So you roll a dice for each side. Germans roll a 1. They get nothing. The Allies roll a 5, so they're going to get 2 air points for this turn. All right. Germans get nothing. The Brits get 2. And that's like an artillery point. Okay. And then let's go for replacements. The Germans roll a 4. They're going to get 1 plus 1 and 1. So this is, the +1 is for an Italian unit. And well, they're locked, but they can still get their points. And the Germans are going to get 1 armor and 1 infantry. And they need that. God, the question is, where do they need it? Do they want it on this clown right here? No, he's good. So let's put it on this guy up here. Turn him to a 2. So you get, replacements are AV and non-AV. And a unit can only take 1, can only get 1. Yeah, the rule, Tony, I sort of breezed through the rules before setting anything up, and then I realized I need to set something up for this game because, like I say, it's a different horse. But once I set it up, and after going through 2 or 3 turns, I had about a good 80% grasp on it. And it's that. And as I play each turn, if I'm not sitting here trying to talk to somebody while I'm playing, it goes pretty smooth. So if you don't think about, people needing to hear what you're doing, believe me, you'll roll through this pretty fast. Yeah, you'll make a mistake, but we do that with every game we play. So, and he's going to get 1 infantry and 1 armor for the attack. So we'll put the Arietti. We'll give him 2, even though I may not be using him. And then we get 1 infantry on this one. So where do I want to put that? I want to put it here. He's a 4. He's a 3. He's a 2. This guy is a 5. He's a 3. So let's put it on this. What is this guy here? 4, 3. Let's put it on this chap right here. So we're going to put him back to a 3. Boy, these guys started out pretty decimated, that's for sure. But what I'm trying to figure out is what was 15th Panzer involved in when they got here that they were just beat to hell. And the Allies got a 4. So they get just massive points. So they got a 3 and 2 infantry. He's a 5. He's good. He's a 4. He's a 3. So we're going to put 1 infantry there. They don't have any armor yet that's destroyed, so we'll put 1 here. So he's going to go to a 5. And that's, I think, one of the biggest things in this is I can't get enough damage to these Brits to cause them any pain. Yeah, I didn't know whether, Tony, you had actually played any of this or not. So he's got 1, 2. He's got... What do you get? 3 and 2. I don't think he has any armor or any AV units that need to be. He doesn't. All right, so that takes care of that. And that's how you do your starting phase before you go to activations. And I keep thinking about I want to try. I think if I play a bigger scenario, I'm going to want to try a chit draw activation just to see how that affects the play of the game. All right, so locked units. And in the rules, it'll tell you that if the Brits voluntarily unlock, then the Axis units that are locked can be unlocked. All right, doesn't matter whether they do 1 or whether they do all of them. So as long as you don't voluntarily activate or unlock a British unit, then these locked German units, they stay put. They don't have a voluntary ability to do that. It's kind of weird. And I thought at first when I saw it, I was like, well, that's stupid. This doesn't do anything. And after I read the rule 4 or 5 times, I realized that Commonwealth activate or unlocking is what affects unlocking the Germans. The Germans don't get another choice to do it. So, okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't know how much has changed. I know some of the charts are changed. Like, I don't know if the 1.2, I want to say the chart I was just looking at is 1.2 over here. Yeah, there's no attack by fire on the 1.2. It's just got barrage. And then in the new rule, in the 2.0, that second column next to barrage there is attack by fire. So, which is your armor units moving in there, or your AV units doing some fire before they shock, or you're doing fire to remove limited or to remove support. So, all right, guys. So that's it. Played 1 turn. That's what I wanted to do tonight. Hope y'all got a little glimpse of that. This is a good series. I got 2 good games on the table right now that I'm enjoying. BCS and then Famous Divisions over there is just, that game's phenomenal. This game's phenomenal. So, and like I said, I got a bunch of scenarios in this one. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to throw up the campaign game, or the big game, I should say, because it has multiple campaigns, and play it, or maybe play Brevity, then play Battle Axe, then play, was it Crusader? And I know there's one more, so I don't know. It's got a lot of good scenarios in this in the desert. All right, we're going to end this thing right here. Appreciate y'all popping in, saying hey real quick, and checking out what's going on. All right, talk to y'all soon. Later.